Hi guys, Alicia Walls here with Walls Family Value, and today we'll be preparing for you a lemon bundt cake with your very own homemade lemon glaze. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. But today guys, we're using my new GoWise Pressure Cooker. Now, I know you're probably saying to yourself, well, you've been cooking a lot of things inside of the Instant Pot and things like that, but I'm here to tell you guys, if it's a pressure cooker, it have the same buttons, the same settings, you can pretty much do the same exact thing with it. The only reason that I'm using the GoWise today is because it can actually fit the entire Bundt Pan inside of this pressure cooker. Now this one is if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a 12 quart pressure cooker, but you can also purchase a smaller Bundt Pan if you want to use this inside of the Instant Pot. Now I have an 8 quart Instant Pot, and in order to get the Bundt Pan inside of that one, you would need to have a 6 cup Bundt Pan, okay? So I couldn't find a 6 cup Bundt Pan, so I decided to just go with my GoWise, which it works absolutely amazing, just like the Instant Pot. So let's go ahead and get into this video, but first, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you want to make sure that you go ahead and hit that little bitty subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you get all the updates of all of our videos that we put out. Okay, so stay tuned. Let's get into this video. I want to tell you guys about the ingredients that you'll need in order to get a successful bundt cake. No need to use your stove or anything, guys. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's get into this video. Okay, so what you need for this lemon bundt cake, of course you'll need the Lemon Supreme cake by Duncan Hines in the box. That's all that you need for this. And you, of course, you want to follow the instructions on the back of the box, but I'll do my very, very best to go over everything as I am putting it inside of my mixer. What you need for that cake, guys, is 3 large eggs. You're going to need 1/3 cup of oil, which is vegetable oil. You need that. And you also need 1 cup of water is what you will need, 1 cup of water. And that's to prepare your cake. So let's go ahead and get this cake whipped up here inside of this, and so we can go ahead and get this in so I can show you what you need to do with your cake in the Bundt Pan inside of the pressure cooker. And another thing you need for your pressure cooker, if you don't have one, but this should have come with your pressure cooker already, is a little bitty rack to go inside of it. You're going to sit the Bundt Pan on top of this, so when it's done, you can just pull it right out of your pressure cooker. So we'll sit this over to the side, and we'll go ahead and get the cake open and put inside of the mixer. Now what we're going to do is we're just simply going to open this cake box here, and we're going to pour the batter inside of the mixer here. It's really simple to do, no hard work or anything like that when it comes to preparing a box cake. There's a lot of bakeries and different things like that, guys, that use an actual box cake, so why not try it ourselves? Okay. So now that we have that open, you just want to pour it inside of your mixer. And now if you don't have a mixer, guys, you can very well use a regular bowl and use a handheld mixer, which is absolutely fine. I have this, it's much easier for me, so I'll just use this. And I'll sit this over to the side here. And the next thing that you want is your 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and just pour that in. And you want 1 cup of water, and you want to pour that in. And the next things that you need are your 3 large eggs. And you just want to crack those and let it fall right inside of your cake batter. Do that for all 3 eggs. okay? And once you have all of that done, the next thing that you want to do is just simply lower your cake mixer inside of the bowl, and you want to slowly start to work your bowl around. And of course, make sure you have a very handy spatula, because you just want to simply put that cake over into the blades to make sure that it's mixing up well. And as you see, all of your dry mixture has been combined and, added into the water and the oil and the eggs and everything. Then that's when you want to turn the speed up on your mixer. It really only takes just a little bit of effort to prepare one of these cakes out of the boxes. The really good part to come is when you add this cake in the Bundt Pan inside of your pressure cooker. Guys, this only takes 35 minutes to prepare, and with give or take 5 or 10 minutes sit time to make sure that your cake is cool when you add your glaze to it. And I'm just going to shut her off just to make sure that I have everything from the sides. There you go, and I'm just going to cut her back on. Okay guys, we're just going to give it another quick spin on the high cycle, and once again make sure that you are using your spatula, and you want to just go along the sides to make sure that there are no clumps of the dry mixture inside of your batter. And you can just simply go around by doing this right here. Just go all the way around to make sure that everything is inside of the batter. You don't want to have any clumps or anything like that inside of your cake. So just make sure you go over it very, very well. Once again, guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, you definitely want to do that. And let us know in the comments if you decide to try this recipe once you see how easy this is to do and how simple it is to do. This is the easiest cake that I've ever made, guys. Seriously, the easiest cake I've ever made. Let's give it another whirl. And it smells so delicious. Lemon always have a very, very powerful, strong smell anyway. But the good thing about this cake, you will not have that strong lemony taste. It'll just be absolutely delicious. And you just want to kind of turn it up the other way. If you have a mixer like this, you may have a hand mixer, so just make sure that you are whisking it both ways. All right, I think that should do it. And now let's move this cake batter over to our Bundt Pan. Now the next thing that you want to do is you just simply want to raise your pedal on your mixer. And of course, all you have to do is grab a spatula and kind of get that off of there so you don't have to wait for it to stop dripping and all of that type of stuff. And you want to lift it and move it. So let's go ahead and get this inside of this Bundt Pan. And when you put this inside of your Bundt Pan, guys, just make sure that you bump it around to get all of the bubbles and things like that out of the batter, because you want to make sure that everything is perfect when you are doing your cake. As I'm telling you, this is going to be delicious. It is going to be absolutely delicious. Let's see, how much more do I have in there? Only a little bit. And you want to get as much of it out of there as you possibly can. If you don't have a spatula, then use your finger. It works the same. So that's pretty much good. That's good for that. And now I just want to get it, kind of flatten it, hit it around a little bit. And as you can see, when you do that, it actually will raise some of the bubbles from the bottom. I think that's about it for that. Now let's move on over to the pressure cooker. Okay, so to prepare the Bundt Pan to go inside of the pressure cooker, all you need is some heavy duty aluminum foil, and I'll show you guys exactly how to do that. It's really not a certain amount that you would need for your aluminum foil, but you do need aluminum foil because you will have to add water inside of the pressure cooker in order for the pressure cooker not to burn up or anything like that, okay? So let's see, how much do we need? And when you put this on, you want to make sure that you are putting, especially if you don't have the large size of aluminum foil, you want to put it on like that, roughly on that side, as you can see, like the little bend. So it's pretty much halfway of the Bundt Pan. And you want to grab you another piece of aluminum foil about the same length. And you just want to do this. Bring it on over. Put it on just like that. And now, guys, you just want to kind of bend it a little bit. Bend it just a little bit so that you can pick your Bundt Pan up and put it underneath. You want to put the fold underneath, okay? And so once everything is completely secured inside of the aluminum foil, guys, I normally get one other piece of aluminum foil and I will just wrap it to make sure that that bottom piece is completely secured. No water or nothing can get inside of that aluminum foil, okay? That piece, and I'll get one more long piece to go all the way around, pretty much around this little portion right here. I think that'll do it. And I'll just sit it on top, fold it over just like I did before, and underneath to where it overlaps. I can't show you guys the bottom. I don't want to mix my cake up too much in the inside because it will move, just to let you know, but I'll show you guys when we're done. So now that we have the cake, the Bundt Pan, and everything all ready to go, what we're going to do, we're going to move on over to the pressure cooker. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to open our pressure cooker, and we're just going to sit the lid right back here for now. As you guys can see here, this is a pretty deep pressure cooker, and like I said, if you want to use the 8-quart Instant Pot, you can definitely use that. All you have to do is purchase you a 6-cup Bundt Pan, and it'll fit right nicely inside of that 8-quart Instant Pot. With your pressure cooker, this is simply all that you have to do. You already have one of these little racks that came with your pressure cooker, and you simply want to sit your Bundt Pan directly on top, just like this. But before you do that, you want to add in here 1.5 cups of water inside of this, because like I told you, you don't want to burn out your pressure cooker, okay? And we're just going to pour that in. Just like that. It's just a little bit of water, just enough to make sure that you do not burn out your pressure cooker. Any pressure cooker that you have, you can definitely do that, guys. So once you do that, you just want to lower it inside of your pressure cooker, just like that. and I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like inside of the pressure cooker before I turn it on. Now for the settings. So the first thing that you want to do is put your top on your machine. And once you do that, make sure that if you're using the Instant Pot, that it's on the sealing position. If you're using this GoWise pressure cooker, you want to make sure that it's on pressure at the very back. I'll show you guys what that looked like in just a moment. Now for the buttons that you want to push on your machine. So can I move it back? Make sure you guys can see it. So on this machine here, you want to make sure that the only thing that you're pushing on here is the pressure, well, it's a pressure time plus. So once you push this, you want to dial up to 35 minutes. There you go. You dial up to 35 minutes, and once you do that, as you can see, it will automatically populate there. You want this on high pressure, and this is inside of your Instant Pot or any other pot that you have. I can already feel the pot warming up in the inside here. Okay, now that you have set the time on your pressure cooker, you've already put your cake inside of the pressure cooker, now it's time to get the glaze ready. The glaze is so much fun, guys. You're definitely gonna love preparing this glaze. Make sure that if you have not already subscribed to our channel, that you do that right now by hitting that red subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you get all the notifications every time we put up a new video. Now the only ingredients that you will need for your glaze is 2 cups of powdered sugar, 5 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1.5 tablespoons of melted butter, and this is your choice. This is optional. I don't use this, but you can definitely use it. And 1 teaspoon of lemon zest. So what lemon zest is, guys, is you will pretty much get a lemon, get you a grater, and grate some of this outer shell, hull, whatever you want to call it, on the lemon inside of that glaze. I choose not to use it. I'm definitely not a lemon glaze type of person, so I don't use the lemon glaze. So let's go ahead and get everything put inside of the mixer. And what I normally do for the powdered sugar, this is already a 1 cup little measuring cup here. It's easier to do it this way. If not, you can definitely pour it inside of here and try to level it out to 2 cups, but it's much easier to use this because I just dip it in, make sure that it's leveled off inside of the bag, kind of pat it on the back of the bag just like this, and I just level it on out this way. So you have 1 cup, and you want to put that inside of your mixer, and you get 1 more cup of this powdered sugar. And like I said, if you are a baker, you may have some of these things inside of your pantry already. And I'm just gonna dab it to get the excess off before I bring it out of the bag. There you go, just like that. And this powdered sugar, just to let you know, guys, can be very, very messy, okay? So I'll put this away. I'm done with that. We'll sit that there. And then you just want to get your lemon juice. Oh, I almost got some inside of the butter, which that is fine. Let me grab something to wash that up. I love a clean work area. If you guys love a clean work area, comment below and let me know. You know, I love doing videos, love to interact with you guys and things like that. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about a messy work area when you're trying to bake or cook something? And now you just need 5 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now this recipe for this glaze really consists, guys, of having three large lemon, but what I decided to do is just use my lemon juice. It works the same. It definitely tastes the same. So just do your 5 tablespoons of lemon juice. And this also gets messy, and you just want to pour it in. It will definitely spill all over the place if you're not careful with it. That's 3. And we have 2 more. That's 4. And 5. Now, if you love that real strong lemon taste, you can definitely add more lemon juice if you would like. It is up to you. Hey, it is definitely up to you if you love that strong lemon taste. And so we're just gonna sit that to the side as well. The next thing you need is your 1/2 tablespoon of melted butter. You just wanna pour it in there, okay? And now that you have all of that mixed inside of your mixer, and I'll pull this on over here. I know you guys can't fully see the mixture and what's the content that are in the inside, but we just want to lower the blades and start with a very low, because you do have that powdered sugar in there and you don't want it to go all over the place. And now keep in mind to make sure you have your spatula on hand so you can just kind of push that powdered sugar on over into the mixture. This will be kind of thick, not really thick, but it'll be thick enough to where that glaze will just fall all over your lemon cake once it's ready. Oh yes, it is definitely getting where I need it to be with just that little bit of liquid that was added. 5 tablespoons of lemon juice and 1/2 tablespoon of melted butter. That's all that you need for this glaze. And I'm telling you guys, you will have so many people from your church events, from your family events, requesting that you prepare this cake for them again, okay? So once everything is incorporated, it's all mixed up in there, I just normally turn the speed up a little bit more, okay? And just keep mixing it up. Keep getting that powdered sugar from the sides over there. Just keep doing it. Oh yes, it's almost done. I can see it. Okay, let's just test it out here. Let's turn it off, and we're gonna raise the blades. Sit that right in there. Raise the blades up on your machine, and you kind of wanna just hit it just a little bit. Get whatever powdered sugar that's on the side of it, and just get your spatula and go around. Make sure you go around the bottom to make sure there's no powdered sugar or anything underneath, because sometimes it will definitely get under there and will trap itself right in there. So let's see, it's almost there, guys. This is really like a 5-minute process. And sometimes you can do it sooner than 5 minutes, but it's really up to you, okay? Of how fast your mixer go. If you have a mixer like this, or you may have a hand mixer. And just to let you know, we only have 25 more minutes to go on our cake. I cannot wait for you guys to see how fantastic this cake looks coming out of the pressure cooker. Who knew, after so many years of, you know, having a pressure cooker, the old ones, how many of you had an old pressure cooker years ago, or when you were younger or whatever, and remember your mom in the kitchen using that pressure cooker? Okay guys, so make sure when you pull up the blades from out of your mixer, that you just want to use your spatula and just go around inside of the mixer, all on the side, on the bottom, and everywhere to make sure that all of that powdered sugar is not in there, okay? Because you definitely don't want a powdery taste or nothing like that. And you want to mix this glaze until it comes to a nice creamy consistency, okay? And so we're almost there with it, as you guys can see here on the spoon. Not sure if you can quite see it or not. It is definitely almost to a creamy consistency of where it needs to be. So I'll just lower this and we'll do it one more time. Here you go. And I just want to put this on the high setting just to make sure that the cream and everything really mix up in there well. But you guys are definitely going to love this recipe. Okay, so make sure, if you have not already, like this video and subscribe to our channel to get all of the other videos that we put out. Because the next video, I know a lot of you may be looking and wondering what you're gonna give for Valentine, but the Walls Family Value definitely has just the right thing for you guys, and you can do this at home. So make sure that you guys subscribe to our channel. Look at that, it's getting thicker and thicker, and you definitely want it, you don't want it really thick, but you want it thick enough so that you really get all of that lemon flavor. You know how strong lemon is. Lemon is a very strong flavor. So I think guys, that's it for our glaze. And we're just gonna raise this one more time. Look at that, can you guys see that? Look how it's dripping from there. The first time when I lifted it, it was dripping a little bit too much. But this one is just, let me taste it. Oh my God. Guys, this is the recipe that you can have for any summer get together, any, let's say, spring break, anything like that. This is a very summer, spring type of recipe for you guys to bring out and show some more of the baking skills that I know you already have. So let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to pour this inside of my measuring cup. So when I get ready to pour it all over my cake, it's so much easier to do. Stay tuned, guys. All right, so all that you have to do is get your spatula, and as you can see, a nice creamy consistency there, and you just want to rake it over inside of your measuring cup. Like I said, you know, if you don't have a measuring cup and you have something that makes it a little bit easier to get this out, then by all means, guys, use what you have. You definitely do not have to go out to the store and purchase anything extra to do this recipe, just because it is so freaking simple to do. All right, now that you have your glaze all ready to go, the only thing that you have to do now, guys, is wait for your cake to complete its cooking process inside of the pressure cooker. So, but in the meantime, guys, make sure that you have already liked this video and subscribed to our channel to get all of our new videos. And like I said before, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bitty bell icon, because the next video that we're doing, guys, is I'll be teaching you how to make your very own hard candy. And you already know Valentine is coming up. If you have children that have to purchase all of these little cards and things like that, this will be a very great way for you guys to prepare candy for the entire class. And guys, guess what? You only have to pay roughly guys, about $10, if not less than $10, to prepare this candy, guys. So make sure that you've already subscribed and you've hit that bell icon so that you get a notification when I upload that video here to YouTube. Guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, so the cake is done. And actually, I waited a little bit too long. It's already been past that 5-minute mark. So all that I have to do now is vent my machine. The little peg that's right in the back here, it is still lifted inside of here. But all I have to do is just hit the button back here and turn it over to steam. On this particular pressure cooker, the buttons back here do not say sealing and venting. Instead, it say pressure and steam, okay? So right now it's on the pressure position, and I'm just gonna move it over to the steam position, and you guys will see all of the steam that comes out. But just to let you guys know, because that steam can really harm you if you put your hands over this area, your face, your arms, anything, okay? So please make sure that all of your children, as well as yourself, that you do not put your hands or anything over this area. Let's go ahead and release the steam. There you have it, guys. The steam is being released. It's not a lot of pressure that was built inside of this pressure cooker just because we were preparing a cake. Now, if we were doing anything like meat or vegetables or something like that, then you would see a much more steam that has been released from this pot. Now, right behind it, there's a little bitty silver device that will pop up in this machine. I just heard it click, so that means that it did go down. So in just a moment, I will open the pressure cooker to show you guys the finishing results from the cake. All right, guys, let's open up our pot. I'm gonna put my hand on this side. I don't wanna put it over the steam. And just to let you guys know, even though this pot did not cook any meat or anything like that, when you open it, it may be a little bit more steam from, you know, the cake cooking and things like that. So make sure that you don't put your face or anything like that inside of the pot when you open it, okay? So let's open her up. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot of steam. And what I am going to do is I'm going to test the size of this little thing to see how hot it is. It's not really warm, but let's see if I can pick it up without having any utensils or anything to pick it up with. So here we are. Here's your cake. You just want to sit it to the side here, just like that. And in just a moment, we'll take the aluminum foil off to let you guys see exactly what your cake will look like once you guys try this lemon bundt cake with your homemade glaze inside of the pressure cooker. Okay, guys, now it's time to open up the cake, okay? So just be very careful because it's still warm. And just to let you know, when your cake is done cooking in the pressure cooker, that it's going to be much lighter than it was before you put it inside of your pressure cooker, okay? So let's go ahead and get this open up. And you just want to remove, I can smell it, guys, coming out. Oh my God, it smells delicious. Let's see, let's open it up, pull it up one more time, because you have to keep in mind that it's still warm. You want to make sure that you're opening it up to make sure that it's done, okay? Because if it's not done, what you want to do is just wrap it again and put it back in your pressure cooker for probably like 5 minutes, no longer than 5 minutes. You don't want to dry it out or anything like that. So it's giving me a hard time, I see, because I put so much foil on here. I didn't want any of that water or anything to get in there. Oh God, look at that. Would you look at that? Put that over there. Let me hold it up. I brought my towel out so I can hold it up because I know it'll be hot. But look at that. Look at that, would you? You can't get anything. I just want to touch it. Oh, guys, it is so firm. I'm talking about this. This is going to be a really great cake. So what you want to do, while it's still kind of sort of warm, it's not as hot. I can still pick it up here. It's warm now. Don't get me wrong. It is warm. But you just want to get you a plate and put it over the back of your Bundt pan, just like this. And when it's time for you to flip it over to get it out, you want to make sure that it's warm to the touch here. Okay, so I'm just going to let it sit there for a few minutes, probably like 5 minutes, just to make sure that it's cool enough so when I touch the bottom of this Bundt pan, it doesn't burn my hand when I'm trying to flip it over. Okay, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes since I have removed the foil from the Bundt pan. So now it's time to flip her over and to get the cake out. Okay, so sometimes this can be a little bit difficult, just to let you guys know, but you just want to make sure that you're holding on to it when you flip it over and putting it surface down, okay, on your plate. Let's see. Okay, just like that. That's all. Just a quick little flip. All right, and you want to remove it. Well, just a little piece came apart. That's okay. It's definitely not a big issue, not at all. And I also have a little bit that's there. That's really from, when you spray it. Let me taste it. Guys, that is delicious, okay? That is absolutely delicious. And like I told you guys, when you are cooking your cake in the oven, it gives off a real nasty, ugly little brown color. But with the pressure cooker, Instant Pot, the GoWise, whichever one that you guys decide to use, it will definitely give you that nice lemon looking color, what you guys see here. So what you have to do now, because it's cool enough, all you have to do is sprinkle your homemade glaze over your cake. So let's get to it. Let's see. Oh man, that's gonna be so good. And you just want to go all the way around your cake, just like that. And keep in mind, you don't have to use all of it. And I would definitely not use all of it because I don't like really, really sweet cakes. To be honest with you, I'm really not a sweet eater at all. But I would definitely try the lemon glaze. Take a look at that. Take a look at that, guys. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now it's time to get a piece and try it out. So as you can see, the cake is still warm, and I want to go ahead and put some more of this glaze over the cake. There you go, just like that. I want it to soak in inside of that cake. It's going to be so delicious. There you go. We're going to sit the extra right here to the side. All right, guys, now here is the moment of truth. It's time to test this cake. Oh, look at that, would you? It just went straight through. No hard Bundt cake filling or anything like that. Look at that, would you? Oh my gosh. That cake looks amazing. There you have it, folks. The lemon Bundt cake with your homemade, so delicious glaze that goes on top of your cake. This is all prepared, guys, in a pressure cooker. A pressure cooker. You didn't have to use your stove. You don't have to use any of those things. This is super easy to do. Even an 8-year-old can do this. Anyone could use a pressure cooker, guys. So make sure that you guys are already subscribed. You've already liked this video. If you feel that there's anyone else that loves cakes, but really don't know how to prepare them, share this video with that individual and they will be able to do this in no time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you have already subscribed to our channel because, like I told you, we're doing how to make hard candy, which would be our next video for Valentine or for just a gift for anyone that comes over to your house, or maybe it's just for you. But thank you guys so much for watching. this episode of lemon bundt cake with your own homemade glaze. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
It is amazing. It is amazing. This glaze has chocolate. Mom, don't look at the camera.
That is delicious. Oh my God, it is delicious. How about you, Layla? Is it good?
It's delicious.
See, she can't even say it. It is delicious, guys. 35 minutes inside of the pressure cooker, and you will have your I'm talking about it's so moist. Look at that. So moist, guys. It is delicious. If you guys want to try this recipe, comment below and let me know once you've tried it, how did yours turn out? Tell me if it's something that you didn't want to use or anything like that. We're going to have more cake recipes and videos like that on our channel here. We're also going to have an eggless cake. There's a lot of people that are allergic to eggs. Make sure you guys have already subscribed. Bye.